That was Suburbamore.
No, I know, but I need like form structure.
Holy shit, like this is happening, dude. Like what are we doing?
I had no idea what I was getting into with this.
I just see Noah pulling up with this giant ass stage, and I was like, what the hell?
This was uncharted territory. That's always gonna come with excitement and fear.
You know, I think to start off, we'll just think of some ideas, right? Or how, is that what we're thinking?
Let's talk concept.
Okay, so Lucas,
I'll
what
leave
do
it.
you have for us?
What do I got?
Yeah.
I'm just here to have a good time.
Yeah, I'm writing good time.
Should there be a story? Should it be like almost like in a musical vein, but like just a screen?
I don't know. We could write just like whatever comes up into our heads. I mean,
I think we should try and just go, and then later, if we want to make a continuous theme throughout the album, we'll think of that.
If we had known like exactly what we're gonna do once we got in there, wouldn't have been nearly as exciting. But no one really knew what was going on. Like there was no briefing on like, okay, here's exactly how we're gonna make this album, right? But like we were gonna figure that out in there.
I mean, honestly, I gravitate towards the piano just as like a, I don't know what to do with myself, so here I am playing some keys. So I was like, okay, gravitate towards keys, figure out keys there. That was where I knew I could be heard, I could be comfortable, I could get something actually on the track.
And then I go back to E flat there, but I think you're going back to B flat.
No, I'm going to be.
I don't know if we need the second half. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, it makes it's variation, but it might be unnecessary variation.
I really didn't know what to expect. Usually with projects like these, just because of my role as a drummer, I'm kind of divorced from the process of actual like creation.
It was almost as if writing the song like went too well, because just the fact that you're like a whole bunch of ragtag teenagers were gonna like make a full album in 24 hours and then like perform it the day they were done.
So last minute before we started working, I was getting very scared, I think, about how it was all gonna go. And when I got there, I was just like super anxious, just like freezing up.
Mitch was sitting there writing. Trevor was out there producing and just thinking of things. He was kind of like talking to himself a little bit, if I remember correctly. And so I was like, what if I wrote a verse there?
Hey, we're about to record. Thanks.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Tell the father I don't need no help. I got a plan. I got it. Still cutting tracks like I'm a barber.
Tracks like a barber, do that.
It's my dream if I fall then I'm a martyr. Stay cutting tracks like I'm a barber. Snip, snip.
We got that. I have to write for the next thing.
That is fucking
Yes.
No, we need a chorus though.
Alright, I'll make the chorus.
As far as working with other people, I had a lot of fun on Lemon Funk because that was the first time we all really got together.
Mitch and Dylan were just in the corner, and like how writers get when they're just like going in and they're just focused and toned in, and that's always exciting to see. Everybody else was like jamming, just feeling it. So it's a good space, good space. So I had this idea for a song about, I only had the hook idea, which was the melody, and it was like, gone, gone, gone for the summer. And the whole point is like, you meet someone, and then they leave for the entire summer, right when you get where you want to be.
Honestly, I didn't really know what to expect. I've never even really heard about a 24-hour album before, but then to take it down to a scale of like high school students and then be like, okay, we're all gonna make an album in 24 hours.
this is amazing. You know, we just made Attention, which was great. We made Big Man, which was great. Oh my God, Lemon Funk's gonna be great. Oh my God, this album's gonna be great. We made 3 songs. Oh, okay, this is too easy. But then I started listening to it more and more, and I feel like there's something missing. And I talked with Noah a little bit, who was filming for that day.
Like everything about it felt like a riff, and this song had no structure. So I was just like, this isn't good. I wasn't really in a position to tell the musicians that. Like, I'm the camera guy, I'm the tech.
So Jack was like, okay, this song is missing something, which I kind of agreed with. But we got into this conversation, it sort of led into like how this song was going to be and maybe a broader theme of just the set list at large.
I don't think they have fit. They don't fit. I don't think the lyrics fit, and I don't think the melody fits.
There was a lot of debate, right? And that gets tiring.
But it's going nowhere though. Like we have to.
And then at the end, we just went back to where we were, and it was like, bruh.
If you were trying to make a good song, at least, like if you're not just jamming, you're capturing an emotion through music, and if you don't have that specific emotion, you can't actually portray it and make other people feel that through your music. So before you even start writing chords and things, a lot of the time is you got to actually figure out what emotion you're trying to convey. What they're doing out there sounds good. You hear
Really
that?
bopping.
You hear that? They are really bumping.
And then you do your thing. Go for it. So improvise. Yeah!
And then we can just do that.
I like it.
Gone is one of my favorites on the album, and like, so leaving that day after having just kind of completed the roots of that song, I was feeling really good about what was going on. It seems like everyone was like in the right mindset. But that's interesting that right after that, things kind of.
We're all teenagers, right?
Hey, we're gonna be productive every second of it? No.
There was that period of low productivity. People were writing, people were doing things, but just not nearly with as much energy and like vigor as before.
Mission and Dylan and I like get on the trampoline because we're like, oh, we're gonna have a good time.
It was really funny because when Soren does flips, he doesn't like really bend into it with a lot of, he kind of just like levitates and like rotates, and he's like, woo, right?
And then my head lands like from 5 feet into the air on the metal frame.
And you just hear this like bang. It's like, oh shit, right?
Oh my God, because it's not like a bump, it's like a
gash. It's like
when something hurts so badly that you have to like it's like you have to go run around. For the first 10 seconds, it was pretty bad. So I left with my parents.
No, we can't lose him. You can't lose a great man such as Soren.
Is he crying?
No, he's okay.
I think Soren's pretty key, because first off, music theory knowledge. And so whenever we're like, what chords do we use? Soren's like, this. We were kind of missing that aspect of like Soren just kind of knows how to craft and what to do. And then also we lost part of the team, right? So that kind of threw us off.
I'm just gonna go home, but I'll be back in the game if after now it's good. So, we'll see. But for now, keep rocking at it. I might call one of you guys.
And I think he definitely kept a pace on us with the timing and with all of that, which was extremely helpful. And then he left.
Now I'm gonna spit a fucking verse!
Cock it, you a bitch, dog, that's my diagnostic. You're better off staying anonymous, like alcoholics. In the meetings, proceeding with the teachings. The mic is heating up, it's no secret that it's receiving beatings. Physics with the readings, briefing me, there's no defeating me. I'm bleeding on the track like I cut my feet and I'm leaving evidence.
You look like the morning after, freshly squeezed, you're a cold shower, I'm on the edge of my seat for a half an hour. Our futures ring and keep the present sour.
Creativity isn't infinite, right? You know, it's gonna run out sometime. That's what happens, right? And you gotta have those down periods so you can rest up and then, you know, soar high when you come with an idea.
What you doing? Working on the, well, it's regarded as the meme song.
It's called H.
So H was like our experimental hip hop song.
And H, holy crap. I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'll just throw something random together. So I make this bass line, right? Mitch comes in, and then I think he said something, like I started adding like weird sound effects, because I'm like, let's just get weird with this.
I don't need a bass. I don't need a beat. I don't need a voice.
And then we just freestyled over it.
I go harder than winning the voice.
Mitch comes in with his verse. Can I even say it? No, I'm gonna respect Mitch and not say it. There were some wacky lines. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. My energy level has gone like this. Jack has been like we started going crazy and we were like yeah, and then we hit a wall and we're like, oh my god, and we were just so exhausted.
There's been an exponential rate of 6 songs.
We have a couple songs close to done. Most of them are like still flat.
Good thing I know all of them.
He just got here.
Everyone was kind of just like chilling. We all had some small ideas that we'd been working on a couple hours before or whatever, and they weren't really getting anywhere because they'd get rebuffed almost immediately just because they weren't really well developed and didn't sound right.
Just because I had no symptoms at all, and even if it was mild, they wouldn't have done anything for me anyway. So I decided to come back here. I came back, right, and I'm like, yo, what music you guys been working on, right? And they're like, we haven't been like doing really anything. But it's been like hours. And I'm like, at first I'm like, dog, what? How have you guys not made a song in the past 2.5 hour period?
It's been just like working. We've like
why?
Tell me if my idea is bad, but it could be like.
I had barely like any motivation or any ideas because I was just like really tired and out of it.
Yeah, we were burnt out. It's exhausting to do like music for, you know, how long was that period? It was like 14 hours straight.
Yo, I gotta go, I'm gone with the wind. All of my foes, all of my friends, follow my goals. Don't see the end, know what I'm doing, I gotta pretend, yeah. Ties are cut, friends fade, talk community, who are they? That's blank space, yeah.
Scrap it. I mean, we have a ton.
You only have 24 hours, it's not a long time. I was scared we were gonna waste it, and I was scared no one else would take the time as seriously, and I feel like to some extent that was true.
So it's late in the day. It's
I got you. It's 8:05.
Yes, we're trying to go on a nice walk to find inspiration, and we want to change our genres drastically, or just what we're playing. I feel no emotion right now. I'm an emotionless husk of a human being who just desires sleep. I'm lost as to what to do.
No, I was gonna do something funny, Dave, jeez. We're gonna make a hard fucking rap rock song.
Oh no, I'm working on something. I got my headphones on, and then I hear this like, and like everyone's screaming, this like crazy distorted guitar, and I'm like, what the hell?
We kind of realized like this is all sounding very similar and formulaic, and that's what really spawned us to do you know, You Will Go to Hell. It's like, let's just do something crazy.
With the choir, that just turns into like everyone was trying to make like a heavy metal song or something like that, like punk rock and all that. I was kind of feeling like this isn't really something that I think we can execute well, and I don't think it would blend with the rest of this stuff.
No song really came out of it, right? But just as an experience, and that's something I'll remember, right?
So then Mitch and Dylan went to get food, and that left Soren and I to write a song. And Soren just started coming up with this great like open chord riff, and then my string broke.
I have an idea. We can do like this big build up, and then we do like the drums come in. I was imagining like an African like savannah. I don't know why. So I was like, a little bit of like tribal drums, and I'm like.
We're getting experimental. This is what happens.
This is late night stuff, Soren. This is what you said.
I want to be truthful. I was feeling a bit down because I saw how much everyone had written before I'd gotten there, and then as soon as I got there, it just died down. But then that was redeemed when we played that live in the concert.
For memories, I think we should have something that's like kind of intimate in a way that like the rap songs aren't. Because the rap songs definitely are, the lyrics are. It's just like it's not the melodies aren't always what draws you in. It's like the verse. It's this is me, and you get to see
Baby blue and you got nothing on me. It's a Seattle dream. It's a gravity war. These are ghost times, baby. I won't leave you a powers no more. No more. Cause baby blue and you got nothing on me. It's a Seattle dream. It's a gravity war. These are ghost times, baby.
Alice's song was a good send-off because it was like, oh man. And it made me nostalgic, and it was like, it brought that hopeful vibe coming into the next day.
I knew that tensions would naturally be running higher just because of it being show day, and they did a little bit as like it got closer and closer to showtime.
I'd prefer like hype song with nice, softer resolution for the end of the album. Most of the songs were written first day. So second day was like, okay, we're gonna write a song here or there, clean up, and then everyone gets real anxious because it's the day of the show and we're cleaning up things.
So this is the truck. It's gonna hold all the equipment in it.
The U-Haul came and it was like a big ass U-Haul.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
you were the
and
driver,
then,
right?
And then I think we had like a moment where we looked at each other like holy shit, like this is happening, dude. Like what are we doing?
This is not legal. Woo! I don't know. Maybe.
So, they gave me a lift gate, so.
Did they actually for free?
Oh yeah. On the way over, I had heard some clunking, which was like, it's not great, but like, let's go ahead and parade and let's go. Oh shit.
What?
It's just like a shit show back there, my god. It's actually not horrible. Those things, it's not, that step unit I think saved us.
Make sure you get your eye contact. Get some eye contact. Get some eye contact. Get some
Fuck, that hurt.
We have 15 songs that we have to rehearse and get completely down to perform in front of 100 plus people in a couple hours. After sleeping, right, and then coming back, I was like, wait, how does this song go again? And what do I play here? And
Right
I
now,
think
we
we
just have
need
to do this, and like we have to get this
because we have like 4 or 5 people who are not on the album doing it though.
We were running out of time, and we were all caught up and trying to like get the aesthetics to look good. We were kind of forgetting the most important thing, which was rehearsing the music. And some of them we kind of wrote off as like, oh, they'll be fine during the concert because we played them once here and they were fine, which turned out we probably should have practiced more, but for sure we should have practiced more.
We need a name for the album. We need to practice the fucking album. We have an hour.
An hour? We have only an hour?
We have more than an hour.
Until we want to be up on stage.
Can we
Fuck,
practice on
okay,
stage?
wait. Screw the album name for right now, it's just practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not, we don't,
It's not important.
We were using the mics and they were working. It was fine. This was during like tech setup. Dom started like cutting out and then just like wasn't working at all, and it's like, oh, what the hell? Like,
Okay, well we're bugging because apparently we have an hour until we have to get to the stage, and we gotta like practice. I gotta like know what the fuck my verses are.
So Mitch does the bridge thing on the. I get really anxious before things, and especially considering like we hadn't rehearsed anything, I was like ridiculously anxious.
Memorizing lyrics is really fucking hard, man.
And we get to the last 3 hours, and I have like a list of songs that I'm like, okay, I like rank them by like how much I don't remember them, and I just like walk in circles like reciting them. And at the same time, I'm like incredibly nervous because the big moment's coming.
You wanna have you because I feel like Sarah Bareilles. I guess I'm just gonna list the shit that I find precious. I like music. I like music.
I was like impressed by what I saw. I was like,
First former on my conscience, I'm so sick of here again. Thoughts on controversial occurrences. I need some chemical confidence just to talk with people. I'm so sick of the awkward shit I be walking around.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Oh, it's not.
This is gonna be really cool.
I feel very good, actually. And not nearly as nervous as I should be because I don't really properly have my lyrics memorized.
Yeah, I'm a little tired. I'm gonna get some iced, what is it called? Caramel cloud iced macchiato triple shot. That usually gets me going pretty hard.
It was like none of the tech was set up, so either way it would have been gone. Like it would have been shitty.
I like run inside. I'm like, okay, what's going on, guys? Everybody's stressing. Everybody's freaking
I
out.
tell you to stop, and then everyone cuts out, and then I'll do the thing.
Wait, no, where's the RF on these things?
I mean, like showtime is getting closer and closer and closer. We hit doors, so like we had to let people in, and like we didn't really hold the house at all. So like, here people, like I don't know these people. They're just coming in, audience members, and they're like taking their seat and chatting around, and it's like, okay, great. These mics still aren't working.
So then we didn't walk on.
We're always interrupt because I always have to.
Okay, H, good. Relationship is good. Gone.
And we caught the last section.
Should have practiced gone.
Mother.
No, what just happened?
I swear to God. Oh my God.
What just happened?
We've been slaving away for at least 2 hours trying to figure out why we were getting no signal on these things. And then we just looked over and we're like, oh, something's not plugged in. And it's this goddamn cable with very clear lettering that says antenna power. They're all working. They're all working. We're good. Go on up.
Biggest night of our lives. So far. Look, so far. Yeah. So the deal is like, look, something might happen, something might mess up, but like it's too late, and we'll fix it, and we can make a joke out of it.
we had like at least 18 different like hype moments. That helped, I think, me and everyone with the residual butterflies. Yeah.
How we doing tonight? We feeling good? Can I get a... Oh yeah!
I had been jazzed to do this performance for so long. I had this mindset of it's gonna be fun. I feel like people are gonna be impressed, just regardless, just because the idea is wild.
Now that we warmed up, now y'all ready for an album.
We made an album?
Yeah, we made an album. You remember the words?
No. Okay, we go. Wait, I got my cyberphone on. It didn't really work during the show, but that's just an example of like all the stress and craziness that was happening, that I was willing to have a robot phone arm just to get my lyrics through.
Song 1, the intro.
Oh, it was so bad.
Let's not talk about it.
The intro.
was the song that we had rehearsed the least.
Yeah, it was bad. It's definitely a bad kickoff. It started very slow.
Trevor and Dylan and Mitch were supposed to do these weird screams, but it turned out they'd forgotten. It capsized, but it was, at least it set the tone, the expectations low for the rest of the album.
Fresh lyrics, fresh out the oven.
Oh,
so
yeah.
excuse if it's a little rusty, that's all I'm saying.
There's no confidence if it wasn't obvious. I'm stuck inside my head like I'm wearing a fucking Oculus VR.
It started and I was like, all right, dude, we're all right. But then like it went on and people started like forgetting lyrics and stuff. And then I was like, ooh.
We were performing, the track was going, and I realized that I could just not hold on to the bars. They were just slipping by. I did not know what to say. I couldn't like move my mouth.
I'm just up there, I'm looking at the crowd, I'm like, oh boy. No lyric boy on the block.
I'm moonwalking on your mama. I soothe the monsoon with my.
Yeah, I was like spitting bars. I remember the Guatemala SpongeBob pajamas.
I'm asleep on the floor of the stage. Why? Because I don't know my lyrics.
I think I'm about to sleep. Sleep. I think I'm about to sleep.
No one really remembered how many measures of a thing until we switched from like say the verse to the chorus. On stage, it was like, oh, I don't know exactly what I'm doing here, but kind of, and then I'm waiting for someone to give me the signal, and it's like...
I had no idea what I was getting into with this. If I had known that so much would be riding on me, I had lyrics in half of the songs. Looking back, it's so bad.
You know?
Learning indeed. I think the whole thing was a learning experience for everyone in some respect.
Alright, hit it, Mitch. Now listen. Y'all might be wondering why I got the goggles and why our shirts are coming off. That's because this is the Mosh song! Oh! Let's go!
Oh, memorizing H was the worst thing ever.
Wait, open up the Bible. Open up a circle. We're going to open up this circle right now. Open it up. I'm the virus that I spread like ISIS. I don't want no dirty kisses.
Because it's not a live track, so you have to go with the beat, but the beat has nothing in it to tell you where you are.
I'm the sushi. I mean the second hand. Yeah. But I win shit. I cut the track.
We somehow lost track of where we are between like the monitors being pretty quiet and like not remembering all our lines.
I just want the pizza. Call it pizza my heart.
Yeah, so we have the mosh open, right? And there's this big moment coming up. It's the pizza part. Dylan's gonna go like, I am not addicted to pizza. And it just didn't come as soon as we thought it would, right? So we're like, oh, one more time, folks. Keep chanting the other thing, right?
Pizza is coming. Call it pizza my heart. One more. What is it? I just want the pizza. This is it. I swear. Call it pizza my heart. Let's go. I just want the pizza. I am not addicted to pizza. Call it pizza my heart. I just.
So I was nervous about that song, right? Because I was basically about to like call out a person, right? Shit like that. Song was kind of mean. So when we were getting there, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking nervous, dude. No, and I actually like kind of choked up for the first verse. And I don't know if that was like subconsciously on purpose, you know?
Mitch just got hype and like the crowd is moshing, so it was all in all, I think the relationship performance was, I think, better than any of the performances we'd done in here.
Biggest regret, probably not practicing Gone enough. Because H is supposed to be stupid, Gone is supposed to be something meaningful, but it kind of fell apart, which was a little wacky.
All right, so that was our little 24-hour album. Thank you guys. Thank you. We charged through it. Didn't have a lot of time to rehearse, but we're here, we're making it, we're doing it.
I feel like I emerged with unprecedented levels of respect for everyone for everyone that I was part of this process with, because it was incredibly physically, emotionally, psychologically, creatively, spiritually, morally taxing. It sapped people of their energies fairly substantially. But I feel like as a result of that, we all got to, in the end, see the best and the worst of each other, which was, really, really cool to kind of be able to, it's kind of an intimate experience almost, and it's pretty cool to be able to do that. And that's one of the cool things about music, or like just anything creative, that you do with other people.
A lot of times there's a lot of talk, right? A lot of chatter. Let's do this, let's do that. That's humans, right? But we actually accomplished it. Like, we actually did it.
If you have a passion for something and you think, oh, like there's no way I could be able to pull something off like that, send it.
And like one idea leads to the next,
yeah,
like,
then it's just kind of built
everything
up,
everything comes together in the end.
Yeah.
As a whole, I think approximately 10 people came together and wrote this album in 24 hours. I just think it's impressive. The potential this group has, I think, is just incredible. Like, if we just got down to write for a solid week, I think we could just do some crazy stuff.
Everyone just wanted to be here. And you could see it from the morning of, when we first walked in the door, the smiles and the laughs and the excitement. And the concert itself, once it came, all my worries went away. I walked onto that stage and I just looked out and I was just like, oh, it was a nice feeling,
What one person can achieve is far beyond what they think they can, and what a group can achieve is even greater than that by leaps and bounds.
Maybe my biggest takeaway is the fact that I can do things like this. Things that are this ambitious that we sort of keep within our dreams, right? Are like they're possible. If we have enough ambition, right? And we have enough people and we have enough passion, we'll get the money, we'll figure it out. We'll be able to do it. I'm excited for the future, because I now know that we can do things of this caliber. I'm glad that I was reassured that we could actually do really cool things like this, and I'm again excited for what's to come.